Good morning, everyone. This is going to be a twin flame reading. I haven't done any of like a twin flame reading for a while, and I have been, downloading some messages and signs, synchronicities. Some obvious ones have showed up. So, well, here I am with a twin flame reading, and this is very much timeless. So, yeah, if you are on a twin flame journey or there is a specific, a message that have come to you as well about your own journey, and remember that it doesn't have to be about you necessarily being with a person, but it can be linked to a journey that you have experienced with someone, whether you are with them, want to be with them, coming towards them, moving away from them. That is still part of the journey because it starts off with something that is happening within you oftentimes when it comes to these messages. So without further ado, well, there's another sign, the Lovers. What is the Lovers about? Well, there is a red thread between your heart, your soul. Most likely you and this person have had a past life together, a romantic past life, and you have met in this life to continue this journey. You are comfortable in each other's company and presence, both with or without clothes, because it's also a physical card. Two people that perhaps when you met this person, it could have even started with a one-night stand where some might say, "Oh, that doesn't sound very, spiritual. That sounds like all wrong. How can they be a spiritual counterpart?" So that's the message for some of you. But yes, there is someone here that is a spiritual counterpart and a divine counterpart, twin flame. Gemini energy is here. We have the sun, and you see behind the Lovers as well, the sun is rising. The sun was always shining on the two of you to be happy. Perhaps the two of you met in the summer on a sunny day. There was something about a bright, sunny spell. Weather was strong. There was sunny. Maybe when you met, it wasn't meant to be sunny that day, or it was it was something about maybe you or them. I'm going to have a little bit more coffee. Sorry to be annoying. Maybe you met this person when it was meant to be winter, and that day it was a bright, sunny day. So you can keep that in mind. We have the sunflower as well. We have Leo energy. We have Gemini energy. So something about these 2 months or these seasons are significant here. I feel that, okay, the message that I'm getting is that something started within you during this day when you met, or it will start something within you. Now, if the two of you spent a time in a sunny day, it keeps coming up, or it says that it wasn't a usual date. It was something unusual about the interaction. During this interaction that you had with them, or you will have with someone, it's like what you would say maybe is love at first sight, but it might not have been the first time you met them, but it was something about that day or a specific day. It keeps showing up. So I will stop going on about it. Yeah. And something really significant happened between you. It's almost like your hearts molded into one. Now, whatever happened before or after that, whether it was the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? That is also a different story because that is part of the twin flame journey. But anyway, it wants you to remember that day, or remember a moment that the two of you were very happy. The two of you, it was like a moment. It could be a split second even, all right? Okay, so it started off with a sunny day. That's a good sign, isn't it? So I'm going to shuffle these cards, and we're going to put, well, I'm going to use a spread, yeah, obviously, and you are here on my left side, divine counterparts, whether you are feminine or masculine, but I will call you divine feminine, and I will call you divine masculine on this end. That is the person we are discussing, all right? So but you can ignore the gender because I know it's both genders watching. So just keep that on my left side. Okay, spirits, do we have... Okay, we have Aries is showing up. Aries energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay. So I have developed a strong clairvoyance during, well, I guess I've always had it, but I have been doing several like months of courses for developing these, mediumship, and I couldn't really express it before or understood what the different senses mean, but the what I do usually get is that I see pictures in my head or visualize it that aren't there. It comes to me when I do readings. But it is the tarot, obviously, that I read, but that's one of the senses, and sometimes it shows up a lot when I do, especially twin flame readings. So let's see. But I keep getting some flashes about a sunny day. Now, this sunny day with you and this person, all right, it did, again, mold your hearts together. And whatever happened after that, it did actually, from that moment, there was something was triggered, a spiritual sign that was either accepted or rejected. And it was a journey that started after that. It was some kind of aha experience. Now, you might have felt burdened by it. They might have felt burdened by it because it was definitely rejected as well. And I think this person was very slow. They also felt it, but they didn't really do anything about it the way maybe you took this on, this feeling, or what it triggered within you. So for you, that was a new beginning for you. Here, divine feminines, you have actually, since that moment, for some of you, even though it's not really, now we're just talking about a twin flame journey, right? So it wasn't like your whole life changed because of that moment, but it was a significant moment. And you've actually have felt more burdened than actual joy, maybe, from the experience with someone. If you do convert it into a 3D situation, it could have just been, well, it was just that, and actually this person never really came through and it caused me burden. So that could also be what even they think, because this person has not really acted up on the messages, the downloads perhaps that was initiated with you and them. I think this person just was just sort of and that's what most people do, to be honest. I mean, do you ever come across or bump into people that discuss twin flames or these kind of feelings? No, just over a cup of coffee? No, I don't think so. So this person, they know who you are. They know to them, and but they don't want to face you. They don't want to look towards you. They're looking down. They're looking the other side. They're looking to the right. Well, the Empress, you're looking straight ahead. You are walking straight ahead. You're wearing this outfit. You're wearing this dress with fruit on it, and it's like you have others attending to your garden. They are still doing the same. I feel there's something about your growth that is significant. Now, let's move into them first, and we'll come back to you here, divine feminine. So this person here has been kind of squeezing what they've been sowing. They could be someone that's very systematic. They do things very carefully. It could be something in their family, which is what they follow, and it's been working for generations. So that's how they do things. This person could possibly have earth elements in their chart as well, just to mention, but also fire elements. Now, they are starting to, I think this person had been seeing signs throughout, but they're starting to get these messages and flashes, dreams about you and them, what life should be or could be, or how it would be with you. So this person is the Queen of Wands. So they see when this person came into contact with you and how they have seen you ever since. They see you as someone beautiful, you are fierce, you're warm, you're creative. Maybe again, it's almost like they see you as someone they admire. They see you as someone who, they could dream about, but it's almost like they haven't really connected the dots that, well, it could be you and them if they started investing in themselves. They have looked at things at the from the 3D, where they are like, well, I'm here attending to my garden. This is where I am. And this is where I'm staying because my garden isn't, I keep working here, but nothing really is coming out of it. So they are doing the same thing over and over and over again. And actually, as there is something about a silence that began as well, and the silence kind of started here to trigger something in them. Not only like did feelings actually pour out when the silence began with you and them, feelings started running out towards what they usually wanted, what they usually were pouring into, started. See the 3 cups here, what they used to thrive, where they used to pour into for that part of their life, maybe specifically when you met them. That could be celebration, friends, or maybe you met someone in their 20s or 30s, right? I would always say 20s and 30s is very common. You have a big group of friends, you're like planning a lot of things, with groups. I think or friendships, or it's like communities, maybe even more important. I think at least for most, or maybe up to like 45, but just let's say that. I feel like it's someone here that was pouring a lot into like a certain way of living, all right? And they see you as someone that just retreated, and they wanted you to be the Queen of Wands. It's almost like they wanted you to be in some stage, and if their group accepted like to look at you and include you when they were on this stage and you were on the stage with them, that was fun. But it's something about this person didn't really connect the dots. That's what I'm getting. It's like they didn't really connect the dots in terms of... So yeah, it's getting... I think that so when this person met you, it was like, it could have been almost a bet. It's like, I bet you don't have the guts to speak to them. I bet you. So maybe it was a sunny day. Maybe it was over a beer. Maybe it was like a place where you do go and talk to people with ease, like it's one of those days. And yeah, it's like it gave them a lot of confidence. And there was, anyway, this person continued celebrating life. They continued, maybe attending to some kind of harmony in their life. But, the cups, the 3 cups, what they used to think was the most fun ever, and they thought they would never get tired of it, so they didn't really need to invest in a soulmate union. They didn't really see that as any value, even though, the connection was there. They didn't do anything about it. So yeah, but now they are receiving signs that it's starting within them. It's the judgment. It's like, wow, there's an epiphany going on, and they see you retreating and wondering what you're doing. They see you stepping out, whether they know you or maybe see you somewhere, and they see you there's a glow up. They see you also retreating, coming back out, and they see you as someone that is always improving themselves. And this person is connecting the dots in a different way now. They're seeing that their interest in you, the curiosity, the ongoing curiosity they have, and I say curiosity, didn't I? Page of Swords. The curiosity is making them understand that there's obviously a reason why they're so curious, that this connection isn't an ordinary connection. So yes, they will always find you attractive. They will always be interested in you. And maybe they thought they were, that it was just for fun and an infatuation. So their curiosity leads to them taking, like, there could be a phone call, there could be initiation, social media, it could be a message, could be them driving past your house, you know, all the terms a tarot card will suggest. But there will be a sign. In a twin flame, there could be a sign. There could be things like butterflies. There could be someone showing them a picture. I'm getting someone could have a picture of you and them and say, hi, hey, do you remember that time? Someone is trying to tune in here. I always feel like, I don't know, in the end of the card here is like an antenna, but it's like someone is trying to tune you in, and there is a message where someone is like, oh, I remember that time, that sunny day, and there's like, wasn't that the best day? And they're like, yeah. And like someone here felt like they're keeping that quiet. It's like, yeah, I don't want to really, it's like, I don't know, maybe they kept it hidden, that their feelings for you or the whole scenario. For some of you, it could be like a secret with the 10 of Wands. So anyway, this person's curiosity, this person looking over at you, this person trying to connect with you, is making them connect with themselves. Most importantly, it's for sure. It's making the wheel. It's obviously the wheel here. It's a lucky situation, and there is something here coming to an end. I also feel here that there will be now you could like see this person show up on your, on your radar basically. And it can be here that you will be like, I got a bone to pick with you. I don't think that you should show up here. For some of you, that could be your first thought actually, regardless of your fond memories with them. So I had to fix, it's big size. So, and I'm not a, yeah, let's not talk about my actual video editing skills. So now we're going to clarify here, but it's straightforward to see to me that, so this person here, something was triggered within them, but very much delayed. And this person have gone through an era, let's say. Maybe an era, because sometimes twin flames, it's like they could go through something have gone through something recently, which you went through even further back. So it's something about they're going through that era and they are realizing like something about themselves, because that's what twin flame journey is about. It's like, oh, I see now, and I see now why I'm so interested to know where my divine feminine is. What are they up to? Why am I so obsessed, and why am I so intrigued? Why am I also being called? Why am I being called to take action? It's almost as if they are walking towards you, and they can't help it. So we're gonna clarify here. Okay, this fell on the floor. So we have the Three of Swords. Yeah, in the recent past, there has been a regret. There has been an ending. And there could have been also a third party. So a third party situation that came in between the two of you. Now, someone who ghosted you, someone who lied about you, someone who lied to themselves could now come. It's like this offer that was delayed is an offer they now want to share. Perhaps this person is walking away, or more so now escaping. They used to think that they have to escape from this situation because of another situation they have. But this person realizing that it wasn't really that satisfactory anymore where they are, because it is in the soul journey they are meant to be on. So they rejected this journey, the twin flame journey. They escaped the situation. They stayed where they are. They kept hidden. They kept sort of saying, well, the environment this is the environment I want to be in. I want to take things slowly. But see, now this person is almost like they were, let's say, it's like, I have the best friends, the best time. I mean, look at all the photos I have in my album now. But it became tedious, became just taking them nowhere. It's what they are learning the hard way is this. When you have an amazing moment, there is a lot of different factors that contribute to that moment. It is your age, it is the time, is the how you feel during that age, is the what's going on in the world. That's what a lot of people say back in the days now was before the pandemic, and even I will say that back in the days, it's so many different, and even if people want to reunite many years later, regardless of what's been in between, there's so many things that contribute to a moment. This person's realizing that the moments they experienced that they thought that they were holding on to by not evolving, by also turning away from you at the time, here, it made them stagnant in their life. They didn't evolve. And actually, I'm sorry, I'm really thirsty. And actually, like they kept, it was, what am I getting? It's like someone who could be saying even, look, I got this house to myself. Me and my friends, we can just get pissed up and we can just bring over, girls, or the other way around, or we can just stay up all night, like, to do whatever we want. We can sleep outside the house. No one's coming to disturb us. But that's not rewarding anymore. It's not fun anymore, because it's not something that people would do forever and ever and ever and feel like they are evolving. And now, this person is waking up to that. Like they're almost like, they're looking around themselves. It's almost like they ended up getting a seat at the fun fair for as long as they've wanted, because someone they know works there and they have a free ticket, and they're like, look at the dog laying there. They're sort of, I don't want to play with ball. The house is empty. It's like the bowl is empty, but the house is there. It's a sunny day, but they're like, no one wants to walk with me. And no one wants to walk with me. I have everything here. Well, everyone should be happy about everything here, but they're not. They're just laying there, and it's just something missing, right? It's something missing. They feel flat. And that's when the message arrives. They start bringing this light somewhere. They have something they are looking at. So they're going inwards. This person is going inwards. Something is happening within them. It always happens within. It's never usually a person. So this person their action is within. They're unlocking something within that they haven't unlocked before. They're seeing that the moment that they met you, that's the moment when there was a karmic justice, a cause and a consequence. Now the karmic alignment is happening, and that's their intentions. The temperance of the alchemy is them learning how to alchemize this power. They see that you are the one who has alchemized the gift that you received from this connection. Like this person is having like a wake-up call, a major wake-up call. And as this person is having a major wake-up call about themselves and about you as well, you will receive some signs. Now, on your end, it can be like, because it looks like, no, I'm not lying to myself about a lot of things that happen in my life. You are showing up as the Empress, meaning that you have gone through a lot of emotions and a lot of experiences that have put you in a seat where you feel that, wow, I definitely have experienced a lot, and I feel that I can see clearly. And you might even see clearly when it comes to, you might just see this person as a 3D obstacle for you, actually. So here is the question to you, is that how do you feel when this happens, right? Because some things will be happening within you. Will you be triggered? Will you because something is happening with a message, with a call? All right, so yeah, it's big. So the Knight of Cups, we have a romantic gesture, and this romantic gesture, you feel here that you see something and you feel confused, to be honest. But there is this, it's almost like, I'm getting the picture here that he walked, well, obviously this is a movie, probably Hunger Games or something, walking in the forest, and there's like arrows, just like, what was that? What was that? And then it stops. Because, so this is obviously not about arrows, no one's trying to actually shoot arrows at you, don't worry. But there, you're starting to look over your shoulder. There's going to be something a bit supernatural, and you are like, what was that? What was that? There is someone here that's trying to connect. It's like they're trying to tune into your energy again, and you're gonna see some kind of huge sign about someone tuning into your energy, and you're like, what was that? And at first you'd be like, well, let's just throw maybe my phone in the river, or let's just tune out that signal. Why do I even have thoughts? Because swords are swords. It's like, why do I suddenly feel some kind of, it's like, I feel calm, cool, collected, but at the same time, I am also on guard. Why is that? For some of you, you have experienced also Five of Cups in your environment. You could recently, each to your own, I feel, you have experienced something that have taken the last breath out of you in a way. For them, it has been overindulgence in something that they really thought they wanted, kept to themselves, thinking that they, and for you, it has been maybe pouring yourself too much to other people. It could also be that you have sort of not had limits for how much you are working and stuff like that. I feel that's what's showing up. So you are going to see, it's like a flashing, it's like what you don't see coming is that you are going to have there is someone here that wants to connect with you. Now, you will definitely see someone here who is showing up as bad news to you. You will be like, you will like run to sharpen your swords automatically. You are like, what? There is someone here. Now, for some of you, it is because how that was the situation with you and this person, how it was left. Even if it's a long time ago, or maybe if it's the first time even you have come into contact with them, which for most of you it isn't. It is something here about a person's spiritual journey, but you blocking this person, your intentions being holding my feelings back. I think even my feelings ran out. My intentions is, should I have a little fun? Is this an adventure? And then there is this, right, you see someone holding on to you, but you're not quite sure why. You see something resurfacing and you're not quite sure why, because your assumptions, of course, will be what you already know, because your signal isn't really tuned into their new journey, and there is something about the uncertainty that will occur here. Now, let's see what's going to happen, and I will clarify one more time. Oh, I actually did pick, okay, so... All right, this is how I did it. We're gonna, okay, this deck. Okay, so in the recent past with the Three of Swords and the Ten of, why is that? Okay, with the Three of Swords, sometimes is an aftermath of feelings that have been burdensome. It's like, okay, now most of the time is a third party situation. So we have sadness and burden. But see here, this heavy load and crying and frustration and all these feelings, it's feelings. When it comes to the surface, after that, it's easier to see the rest. So that is what's happening here. The Three of Swords. Someone here has gone through a pain, and the pain has also been released. So whether it's you or them about this, like together, you have released some pain. This person has, you know, they were challenged in the past by giving this offer and their ego was in the way. We have Virgo energy here. Now this person they're, you know, having this breakthrough. And I think what's happened here is that because with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, they did not listen to their higher self. Usually the higher self here comes up with the Six of Pentacles. You have the person sharing, saying that, oh, what do I want to share to? But the higher self, and then looking down at what they want to share as well. Maybe this person, I feel here, this person has to pick themselves up, and they have to face an ego situation. This situation here is almost like two people being faced. Yeah. You're like, ah, right, got it. There is going to be a point of reunion, and this reunion is going to trigger all kinds of feelings. It's going to trigger all kinds of feelings because you don't actually know how you will react. It's one of these, I think everyone is like that. You know, when you, or just in general, when you meet up with people physically, you never know yourself how you're going to feel that day. Have you slept well or not? Or how this person actually going to approach you. So when you have someone that think they know you very well, I'm getting is that what am I getting is that for some of you, so this person's going to wing something, they're going to reach out, there's communication, and then you're going to be feeling like there is something about going back to a lack mentality that has not healed. That's one situation. There is something going on or has gone on with you or someone, or maybe it's someone else for you, divine feminine, that's like, even if you have evolved and even if you know what you're about and stuff like that, you might experience here that this person will trigger you terribly because of there is a wound that is coming from this person. Because I see here that someone, so there is someone here that is like sleepless nights, being reckless. There is something here that has to heal that maybe you'll find that you haven't healed about someone or maybe a type that you used to have for some of you as well. There is someone here that is going to trigger you for sure. Now, for a few of you actually, there could have been several people in your life that have mirrored the behavior of a person that ghosted you, that is a twin flame, mirrored. And you could have met several of those people in a way, and it was like, giving me sleepless nights, giving me like this, now I just want to block someone, and there is like, no, I don't want to let someone close because I don't actually have any feelings for them either. So you could have actually, it's because we have in the outcome a spiritual lesson with the Hierophant. It's that, why do you find yourself on the warpath with certain situations? And I think what this part of the journey is teaching you, because that's usually the twin flame journey, it might be teaching you here how to handle certain behavior that you see as someone who is reckless, someone who is just sort of making you, I think it's what you're going to look at. You're going to say, why do I hold on? Why do I not want to open up as soon as I'm faced with a certain situation? What does trigger that within me? I think that's going to be a thing here, because you are like, someone here is like, what, hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold here. So there will be a specific situation. You see this person exactly the same. Your brain also remembers exactly the same. Now, this reading is kind of sort of deep. It's not really to be thinking about like normally. It's not like, because how your brain will be thinking, you're like, okay, let's say you open up to someone. They kept going hot and cold, hot and cold. Then they're there, but they're not opening up. You opening up, and this was going back and forth, a bit like ping pong. Now, when you think of someone, you just think of ping pong and you hate ping pong. That pretty much it. You're like, don't want to do ping pong. Actually, this person, as soon as I see them, I get just triggered just from the thought of seeing them. So there's something that's going to come up here, maybe for a last time. And this could also be about different challenges you faced with different persons, people. We're going to clarify again. It's suggesting to face with it, to face it, because it's going to take you out of your head. It's almost like you could have been running in a way or avoiding because you see someone being reckless, you see someone giving you some type of agony, and you are like, they are clearly a player. I shall not be on their stage while they are playing me. But then there is going to be another question you're asking yourself, and that is, but hey, playing who? What does that mean? So you're going to get a different definition. Now, we all know what being played is. It's not about me trying to say that it's something that it isn't, but it has to do with something you're facing within this, like a whole kind of rage there. It has to do with you dealing with some kind of feelings of a situation that is coming forth again, which is gonna make you very uncomfortable, because it's gonna make you feel like, why am I here again? Why I never asked to be here? There is something anyway. So we're gonna leave it at that, because the same is happening with someone else as well. So we're gonna now clarify a few of these. And because, okay, this person, you could have Virgo in their chart. See, they're shining the light now, and they see that you are their wish fulfillment, but they haven't listened to their higher self. And in them, they're still seeing you as someone who is, oh, wow, they still look great. I bet they're rich. I bet they're this. I bet they're that. But the thing is, they have a breakthrough. They're following there is like this, and calling, and this person is also faced with karma and karmic debt, and maybe looking at something practical. This person might at the moment be faced with karma based on they have spent all their resources on some kind of festivities as well. So this person is like empty. Now they're seeing why you have gone inwards. They see now that the sort of what they started here is now backfiring. Now, in your feelings, you feel this person, like I said, come closer, and you're not quite sure, you're not quite sure what they want, but you are certainly not sure about your intentions to blocking someone out of your proximity, because you are protected, you are healed here, but there is something here that you're going to be faced with when it comes to your intentions. I think I come back to, it's going to be a reaction that you're faced with that you actually don't plan. And that's where I was coming back to. Sometimes we can't plan a certain behavior. We don't know. We don't exactly know how we will act. The overall energy, however, is the fact that it's deciding not to go into that battle. It's the thought process that should be eliminated, because the thought process is a perception that isn't really quite what it feels like. So we have the 9 of, So I feel here, okay, you are rejecting someone. I think you have been rejecting this person for the longest time. There is someone here that you are saying no to. I feel here that that's the battle that's going on between the two of you, and it could be going on for a long time. There is definitely someone here you're rejecting, and you are seeing this person as, it's like with the moon, They want to come back from the past. They could be wanting to heal. They could be, you know, yeah, there's a Knight of Cups. So I feel here that you see someone trying to be too intrusive as well. For some of you, you actually really do not want to even deal with this person at the moment. You could have been running away from this person for some time because of something that happened between the two of you as well. But yeah, there is something here about this silence, this break is, regardless whether you come together or not, or whether you have sworn oath for some of you that you're never going to be face to face with this person again as well. That could be some, because of something they've done. They've been here. It's been like that. You are like, this person is a player. I'm holding feelings away, but you know, yeah, I've had fun with this person, but they're stressing me out. I'm rejecting their message. So they show up again and you're like, I'll be damned, why are they doing that? So you are sort of playing ping pong with your mind a little bit, and then you're just sort of turning a blind eye to this person 3D completely. You are working away. But here's the thing, the destiny, the wheel of fortune is going to turn. There is like a I'm telling you, it's like all these signs are coming to you. You're like, whoa, what was that? What was that? What was that? But see here, the King of Cups, the overall energy is that someone is being assertive. They want to open up. They want to, you know, express their feelings. But then, you know, you are sort of giving this love to yourself. You know how to give the love to yourself. And you're also staying away from, your intentions is to stay away from someone who you feel is troublesome and is disturbing to you. That's what I'm seeing here. So that's a part of the journey, but it starts off with a call. It starts off with someone trying to constantly, well, show up on your radar. For you, this person could show up as just a very, I'm just getting, this person's going to annoy you, and they're going to annoy you maybe as well, because for some of you, they're going to show up where you last saw them in a way. So let's say, okay, whatever. Let's say if you used to have a back and forth on WhatsApp or Instagram or Snapchat or Facebook, or two of you used to, you know, it's like the way you used to communicate. And then they could communicate the same. And you're like, I'm not open for that type of communication anymore. Thank you very much. And so you're like, I'm not going to see that. So this person might be like, okay, they're not open for communication there. So they're trying to listen to their inner self. There's something about meanwhile that is happening to them. And there is some growth happening within this person. Again, two counterparts, they will always grow. There is also them perhaps releasing an ex fully as well. You have released them fully. And what's worth waiting for? Finance and career. We have change. Religious factors. We have a gift. Attraction. Letting go of control issues. Unrequited love. Okay, very soon. So make the effort. Okay, high honor. Separation. So it's clear here. Someone you've been separated from, which is your divine counterpart. This person is showing up on your radar, and as they show up on your radar, it is for you mainly just a nuisance. That's what you're going to feel like. But that's also where you will be dealing with some emotions and maybe taking you back to what this twin flame journey means to you. And that's what you're going to decide for you, right? It's never really about just the, you know, it's not really about, oh, so yeah, I should just keep my door open. I should just be nice to them and say, how are you? Keep all the channels open. It's not really about that. Whatever it is, it's not really about what anyone can say. It's about what something means to you, because there is something here for you. Their twin flames, divine feminines, is about why the hot and cold, why the running away, why the intensity of avoiding a confrontation, why that's you're seeing someone who's just holding on to you, and you see someone is just like relentlessly wanting to get your attention, but you are relentless about not giving them attention. That's it. you are both very stubborn when it comes to certain things, clearly, and that's how it is here. As you are not face to face for most of you, and there is also, there is also something about a bit of a tit for tat, right? Let's say if this person ghosted you, they come back and you are like, well, I think they ghosted me for this long. Let's put my watch on, and my internal clock says check back in 6 months. You know, also twin flames are kind of two souls, one together, you know, playful, childlike, but can also be childish, you know. So you both are, there is something between the two of you. And again, you are going to eventually lay down your swords. You are going to say, well, okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it, and let's just put down my swords. Let's not lie to myself then that I am curious about what they want to say, and let's just hear it from them. So there's going to be a point of time where either one, this person is trying to reach you, or you refuse to speak to them in some way. I mean, interact with them or even think about them. For some of you, there is some kind of scenario going on here, but then you are going to lay down your swords. You are going to communicate. Maybe for some of you it's telepathic communication. Maybe for some of you it is straight up communication. Maybe for some of you it's just pretty much to see how this person acts when they're in front of you, to also see how you feel. Because I feel here what has actually happened is almost been like you've been it's like you go into this fight or flight or freeze or something, freeze and hit and run automatically when it comes to this person, so much that you have forgotten about the feelings that you once shared with someone. Now this reading isn't about you, so it's like, oh, let's force myself to have feelings for them, like as if it is an arranged marriage. But it kind of is, you know. But it's not about forcing yourself to have feelings for them or any forgiveness or anything like that. It has to do with how you face certain parts of yourself. Can you forgive certain parts of yourself here? It's deeper than that. So you are going to learn from the next interaction in this phase of this twin flame journey how you are responding to a situation that shows up with them, and that's where you're at the moment. This is a huge learning experience for both of you. Yeah, it's a significant step in the right direction as well. I think we're gonna add a couple of more tarot cards. You can, during the weekend, check out your signs, obviously, because I will be posting all signs. So what have we got here? We have the King of Cups. So what have we got here on the Hierophant? Let's just move these here. So here it is, freeing yourself from this being in your head, being open to a learning experience, allowing maybe the Hierophant to step in here with the High Priestess. Two people, yin and yang. Two people coming out of the cold and coming into the sun where you first began. There is a huge, like, for some of you, honestly, this has to do with a reunion of two souls, but first on the spiritual level. Again, twin flame readings are deep as anything, so you cannot really attach it into a 3D situation, but I would say here we have a reunion of two souls, a significant reunion after a long haul journey. Two people that want to be face to face and allowing that to happen as well, regardless of the 3D reactions. Remember always that how our bodies respond to a lot of things, you know, it doesn't mean that that is our soul's journey as well. Personally, I am someone who is always I am an eccentric, anxious person in a physical version. Like I don't breathe sometimes when I talk in public, this kind of things, right? But that doesn't mean that's my soul is like telling me to do all these things, right? So what I would say here is something about, there's a lot of swords. Oh, my stomach is grumbling. Maybe you're coming to, okay, maybe you have been lying to yourself about you feeling that it was a victory for you to have an upper hand, that you have evolved and you feel a bit like, haha, look at me now. You want to communicate? Well, come back next year. You know, and they also are a bit of the same. They're like, I have my group over here and I have, you know, I'm still looking the part. This person, you and them are a piece of the same cloth in some ways. You are. So here, this person here have been in an unrequited love situation. This person have also faced different spiritual beliefs as well. I see here that two people are going to go with the flow. It's a new day, it's a new dawn, that's something like that. I see that it's kind of a very significant telepathic correspondence that starts off with a call, and it is followed by the physical. You will see a lot of signs. Some of you see horses, could be symbols, butterflies I'm seeing here as well. A situation is resurfacing. The ebb and flow of a situation. Someone who will express feelings is here. And the reaction is that a happy relationship can begin. But in this situation here, remember that if there has been a lot of silence in the 3D, if you were actually left on the battlefield, that means the battle wasn't finished. You have to remember that sometimes the battle should finish. There might be arguments. There might be, again, you saying, let's see, you know, that's how humans, you know, are no longer on the battlefield in that sense. But, you know, the cycle of life will always remind us of how, as humans, we go through all this cycle of emotions. So I'm seeing here, after everything is said and done, because what you don't see coming, again, it is someone, could be hot and cold, you see someone, it's like, and you'll be saying, well, see, they haven't changed. I knew it, they haven't changed. So I'm definitely glad that I am not picking up a call. I'm definitely not glad I'm bothered either. But the thing is, this person will persevere, and your soul will be like, this is where the battle ends. So you're going to have this experience. This is like a reunion in the form of your souls emerging into one, settling with this. It's like, so why did we have to make such a drama from this moment? We had a fun moment in the sun. And it's the spiritual lesson here for both of you in this situation is this. A moment that is very like high value to your soul, it is those moments that matter. And those moments you cannot just repeat and chase every day because you are one, hiding, two, they are staying with trying to repeat something in a hamster wheel. You cannot repeat those moments. There will only be certain moments like that will truly shine onto your soul and give you these deeper spiritual lessons. It's when your subconscious and the physical comes into one, and that's what's happening here. So that's pretty amazing. That is pretty amazing. So a few of these Chinese signs. We have the year of the rabbit, we have the year of the rooster, double confirmation of year of the rooster, and we have the year of the horse, year of the tiger, and the year of the ox, and the year of the dragon. So this is a timeless reading, remember that. Should you watch this reading and be triggered and you are going to be in this, I am right on the battlefield, you know, it's saying here just, it's a reading you should keep, save, go back to, because it should make sense to you at some point when it comes to your own spiritual journey that you feel that you are going through or have encountered or will encounter when it comes to a divine counterpart. So these were the messages. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, share your journey if you wish, and I wish you a great weekend.